In September, we offered a book discussion and how-to series called Learning Out Loud with VoiceThread. And we owe a special thank you to Michelle Pacansky-Brock, the author of the book How to Humanize Your Online Course with VoiceThread, because she worked with us in a number of ways. We conducted the book discussion using VoiceThread that she developed around all 4 chapters in the book, and then she worked with us in doing a session on Friday Live and in with our members. And this clip is going to be just a short little clip about the VoiceThread basics. But basically, VoiceThread is an application in which you're able to put media at the center of an asynchronous conversation. So that media can be text, um, audio, webcam, telephone, uploaded file. And in this particular short demonstration, you're going to see a designated learner who's going to just show us some of the basics. I want to thank David Parker for serving as a designated learner. And just in review, the designated learner learns in front of us and is willing to make false steps and help us learn as he or she is learning along the way. So David's going to upload a file, add a comment, and then share. Those are the basic pieces that we'll see in this clip. Good. All right. So David, you said that you had some ideas about how you might want to use VoiceThread in your teaching.
Well, one of the things I was thinking about is every once in a while, we don't have enough time to go through some of the things on the slide. We only have a limited amount of time in the classroom. Even when we're going online and presenting things, there's a limited amount of time we can do it once. Uh, and so I was thinking that if it was possible to pull up, say, a picture of one of the slides like I have here, and then just do a voice thread that covered that one slide as kind of a sticking point to people in the class. They could go in and do that, and they could also make comments to each other and so forth. And the collection of ideas coming from a lot of different ways that people think might be able to do more than a single presentation.
Great. All right. So let's go, if you let us see the VoiceThread site a little bit larger on your screen. There we go. All right, so you're going to, let's look at the screen. So David, at the top you have home, theme, and create, right? And then over on the right,
Home,
you can see, yep, oh, okay. And over on the right, you can see, right, it says recent activity there. That's what that is for. And then you can see your name. And if you click that next down arrow, there you go, my account. Why don't you click on my, okay, so you're going to go to the create tab.
Okay, and then there's the add media.
Yep, add media. And you have options there, but you're going to choose from my computer, I think, right?
Probably. So let me see here a minute. Okay. Well, there we go again. And this time it checked off very nicely. Okay.
It went a lot faster, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
so
it
what
went
you
faster because it was a format it could recognize. It didn't take too long to upload the PNG, but then it was trying to process it and it goes, ain't gonna work.
Right. So you can add a title to your presentation and or a title to your slide. And I think you are adding the title to the slide right there, right? And you can also, if you wanted to
the students to, or your audience to have a link to a website, you can add the link there as well. But then you're just going to click save.
Hmm. And if I had my Blackboard up, I would probably put the link to that Blackboard page that has the PowerPoint on it, or at
Great.
least the week stuff. Okay,
Okay.
so we've got
So
it typed.
so we've uploaded media, so that's great. And now let's add a comment. So yep, going to click the comment button.
Okay.
And well, that's right. We did not title the voice thread. So you actually titled. You have the option to add a title to each slide, and obviously then to that voice thread, the entire voice thread. So um, and you can add a description and you can add tags if you'd like to help search for it. But we're going to do this a little quickly because I know David has to leave us. So once he's completed that, then he sees his slide and he can select different ways to leave comments. And so we're really trying to talk about using voice. So obviously ABC, he can leave a text comment. And oftentimes what people will do to kind of address the ability to have the text comment, if you're doing a presentation, you might want to put in another text box the actual text of what you're saying. And that's another way to kind of deal with trying to make your presentation more accessible. Well, we're going to click on the voice, David. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And and then you see how he's asked to allow the connection with Adobe Flash. There's a countdown, and then if you just say a couple things, David, you can see it
Okay, you
says,
can see where the computer sets the request into the web server. The web server passes on whatever application requests to a separate server in a lot of cases, and then that server will go out and go to the internal network, which contains the database or other subsidiary that's going to work with the application.
so David, before you stop recording, no, don't stop yet. Okay, okay,
Oops.
okay. Go ahead and cancel. Or actually, no. What's
Okay.
happening right now is David's hearing back what he has
I got
um, what he has said, and so he can choose to save it or to cancel. So if he doesn't like exactly how it sounds, he can cancel that and then re-record. But what I want you to do, David, is cancel that right now
okay.
for me, because I want to show you one other thing. Let's go back to doing a recording. Do you see in the middle where you have that plus on the bottom, where you have that little
Mm-hmm.
plus? Okay, click on that, and that's how it opened up all those options. Now, now this time I want you to click again the microphone icon. Great. And you can skip the countdown, but there you go. And I want you to notice, do you see down to on the bottom that little pencil? If you click on that pencil, you have options, and those are little doodle tools. So if David wanted to, draw attention to something, he can choose a doodle tool and doodle on that slide and talk at the same time. So he has that ability as well. And then the students will see that. And you'll notice how that kind of fades. It actually fades away, um, but it will run as long as he is talking. So you can go ahead and stop that, David. Thanks. I just wanted you to demonstrate that doodle tool as well. Okay, let's just save that. Let's save it this time. All right. Oh, so no, what they see, that was what I was talking about. What they were reminding
Okay.
you is that you don't have an avatar image And so it was kind of a little reminder that if you want an avatar image, that you would, they suggest you upload it, because what you're seeing is now on the side of David's screen, you see a little hourglass. So that was just the avatar that VoiceThread selected for David. So so something to think about when you do that. So now, David, what I'd like you to do, you see at the top left where you have all the three lines? Yeah, click on that. And now what he can do is he can go back and edit if he wanted to add more slides, or he can click share. And so that would be the next thing that you'd want to do is you'd want to go through those options regarding sharing. So you can copy a link, and you can click. The other thing you want to think, who has access? Do you see at the top where it says, yeah, there you go. Who has access? So right now it's private, so no one can see it. So you want to decide whether you want people to anyone can comment, and then once you have decided that, you can click share, change it, save changes. Great. And then you have export. You don't have an option to use in probably in this version.
Okay, I hate to cut this short, but I do have
You have to
to
go.